Welcome to the Bridge 9 podcast, episode number 8. I'm Tyler.
I'm Brian.
I'm Ryan.
Wow, here we are, back again. It's almost Christmas. Feeling that holiday spirit.
Oh yeah, we're feeling it.
Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling wonderful.
How's your morale?
Morale is great on this overcast Tuesday afternoon.
You're not looking good.
What?
You're not looking good.
Why aren't I looking good?
I don't know.
You look very pale.
Your hair looks weird.
Well, you guys just shit on me for 15 minutes prior to the podcast recording, so
That's not true.
I don't know.
I think
I'm
those
exactly
are
supposed to feel like $1 million.
those are encouraging words.
Yeah,
I believe. You are wearing a Christmas sweater, so
You are.
you're in the spirit.
it's not actually a Christmas sweater; it just sort of resembles one.
I think that's a Christmas sweater.
It could pass as one, but it's not,
You could wear that to Christmas and
and no one would be the wiser.
yeah.
But it
I
looks
could.
weird not at Christmas as well.
Are you gonna wear that to the Christmas party?
Am I going to wear this in 2 days? That
Yeah.
wasn't the plan.
What are you gonna wear to the Christmas
No,
party?
You
what
have,
I'm gonna
you,
wear.
he already has his
I'm gonna
outfit
wear-
selected.
What are you
It's
gonna
more
wear?
that Ryan was hassling me to wear this specific shirt, and I probably wouldn't hear the end of it if I didn't wear
What
it.
is
So
the
I'm just
shirt?
going to wear it to shut him up.
His H&M button down, short sleeve button down.
Short sleeve button down? Is this
Yeah.
the pill dealer shirt?
No,
Not the pill dealer
It's like the
shirt.
vaguely plaid one.
I don't know. Have I seen it before?
Yeah,
Listen, there's gonna be a lot of women at this party. Schultz is trying to fall in love.
I'm not trying to fall in love.
You would like
I'm not
to.
trying to do anything.
You would like to.
Not,
Would you
not
prefer
necessarily
to
from
fall
this
in
party.
love? Would you like to fall in love?
I kind of hope I don't meet anybody at this party now, because then they're going to listen to this podcast
Wait.
Friday, and
How do you know?
Why are
I'll
they
never
gonna
get
fucking
texted.
listen
How does
to it?
everybody that you come in contact with listen to this podcast, regardless of who they are and how recently you've met
I'm
them?
just trying not to underestimate our popularity here.
So what are we wearing to the party? There's going to be a lot of women there, ages 25 to 30. That's our perfect age range.
Our perfect age range.
Yeah.
I think in an ideal world, your age range would be like 16 to 20.
Wow, that's funny, man.
That's
Yeah,
usually
What?
that's usually what he
That's
goes
what
for.
you shoot
but
for.
I shoot for being a sex offender. I don't think
I
so.
didn't say that.
It's not.
Can you carry on a romantic relationship with a 16-year-old if you don't do anything?
I don't think so.
What, you can't?
If you don't,
you
what do you mean if you
can.
don't do anything?
Like
What is
you-
not doing anything?
If you resist the urge to do anything sexual until like she's 18, could you do that legally?
I think nobody would trust you that it's the scenario that you're involved in, but yes, I guess you could.
Well, I just think that's
I don't
your
think you're going
ideal
to get
situation.
parental or societal approval, but
These girls are going to
if
be
you
his
do that,
age.
good luck with
They're
that.
going to be your age.
So
Mature.
what
yes,
are we wearing?
I'm aware.
So what are we wearing?
That
That.
shirt.
No, give me the whole rundown. The
whole
outfit.
rundown?
Yeah.
Every item of clothing you need to know.
Yes.
We discussed this at lunch, though.
I don't remember.
You went through it very briefly.
Same shoes
though.
I'm wearing.
All right. What are those
Same
shoes?
style. What
The
are these
Sears
shoes?
The Sears
Explain them.
shoes.
Got them at Sears.
Sure. Like 2-3 years ago.
Sears.
Did Bonnie buy them for you?
No, I bought them myself.
Oh, Bonnie bought you the boots.
Correct.
All right. What else?
The same style of black socks I'm currently wearing.
What do you mean same style?
Let me
It's
see your
just like a
socks.
fucking Hanes crew black sock. That's it.
All right. It's a good sock.
Thanks.
Not bad.
I'm glad we have your approval here.
What else? The same pants?
Same pants.
Are you going to wash them?
Stand up.
I just washed these.
Those look pretty
This is
good.
my second wearing since washing.
Did you wear them yesterday?
No.
When else did you wear them?
What?
Did you wear them over the weekend?
It's Sunday.
Those are good pants.
So
Thank
you
you.
switch off
I
like
think so,
wearing
too.
pants?
Yeah.
Why don't you just wear them until they need to be washed again?
I like to air them out for a day.
True. You got to air out your pants.
I don't think it's like a technical thing, but it's nice to just like let them take a break for a day.
Everyone's got to air
Yeah,
out
you
their
know.
pants every now and then.
Like you're very kind to your pants. You know what?
I
Take the
try.
day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so we got with the shoes, the pants, the socks.
The
What are we
button-up.
doing?
What kind
for-
of underwear?
See, like, yeah. What if things go really well and you meet someone and maybe she wants to take you home?
This is a big presumption.
Yeah,
don't
but
wear anything. Any
Isn't
weird
that the
underpants.
isn't that the ideal
And
situation?
how am I going to get to work the next day, Tyler?
Maybe she lives right in town. You can like walk, or she'll drop you off. I don't know.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of girls here from Peabody.
I don't know. You never know what the
You
situation
never know the
is.
townies might.
And either way, why can't
Wander over.
either way why can't you drive your
What's going
car?
on here?
Why can't you drive to her place and then drive
I
to
don't
work
have
the
money.
next
You're not
day?
gonna
Take you home doesn't
may
mean
not have
she's
my car
gonna
here.
she's gonna kidnap you or anything. You can go there.
Kidnap me?
You just take you home. You can still.
I'm
you can drive your
assuming
car.
that a deal has been worked out, so you have a way to get to work the next day.
All right. Well, I'm wearing boxer briefs. That's what I plan
Boxer
on wearing.
briefs?
What color?
Yes.
Do they have a
Color?
little design on them?
I don't have a color in mind for that night, Ryan.
I feel like dark. You gotta go with dark.
Yeah, go with a
All
dark.
right, I'll keep it in mind. Thanks
Black
for the advice.
or dark gray.
All right, what are we wearing for a top?
The fucking
What
button
are you
up.
wearing under it?
Yeah.
A plain gray shirt.
Plain gray?
I think it's a safe bet. No weird colored old band tee.
Right. What about you, Ryan? No plans, right?
No plans.
Just wearing what you're wearing that day.
I'll
Probably that
wear this with a different shirt.
same gray hoodie zip up from American Apparel.
Yep.
Probably some band shirt of a
Yep.
band who sounds like poorly recorded 80s hardcore.
Yep.
Very likely.
These pants,
Your dress boots,
my boots, my socks,
ankle socks.
my ankle socks.
Got to show off a little skin, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I see your ankles.
I think you should cut your hair as well.
I don't think I need the haircut that badly.
I don't know.
Tyler, opinions?
I don't know.
I don't think you need it, but it would improve your chances if you would tighten up those sides a little bit.
I don't think the size needs
See,
to be
when you get a
tightened all that
haircut,
well.
the first week or so you get a haircut, you
It looks a
kinda,
little crazy.
You look kind of nuts, and it's been getting higher and higher on the back. So you have like a very bulges out.
But I
in the
feel
back
like-
when you get a haircut.
I feel like you can really see the dent in the,
The
back of your
dent.
head now.
Now
I knew this was
I
coming.
feel like you can see the dent more when you get
I
the
don't know.
haircut.
Context?
Just like
I
the
have a
hair
dent in
growing
my
around
head.
the dent.
I don't know the origins.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just have it. I don't think you can see the dent in my head unless it's pointed out.
I can always see the dent in your head.
Because you know about it.
It's hard not to notice it.
I don't think so. You're the only...
Turn to the side real quick. Your head just is cut off. It just stops.
like this.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's that bad.
Your head does jet out very far back.
You had a
Strange.
dent. What happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's from falling out of the tree when I was
What tree?
roughly 8
What
years
is
old.
the tree? You have a specific tree?
It was a tree in my backyard of the home I grew up in that I frequently climbed
How often?
when I was playing outside, usually,
Every day?
more or less.
And you fell out of it?
Fell off
Why'd
the
you
tree,
fall?
fell out of the tree 10
Why'd
feet.
you fall?
10 feet? You didn't fall 10 feet.
You were
You would have
10
been
feet?
dead. How old were you?
All right, maybe it was like 6 or 7 feet. I don't know.
Who were you with?
This explains
No
a
one.
lot.
It was probably like
Who found you?
It's probably a family get together party.
Who found you?
No one found me. I just got up right off the ground.
You fall onto your head?
Yes.
You fell onto your head
And you
10 feet out of a tree?
You
It might have been
dented your
6 or
head.
7 feet.
You dented your head and you didn't notice until
Maybe
3
that
years
wasn't
ago.
the source of the dent. Maybe I
What-
was dropped
what kind
as a
of
baby
in-
and don't remember.
What kind of injuries
I
did you
think that's,
sustain
I
from
think
this
that's
tree
very possible.
thing?
No injuries that I know
Nothing?
of.
You fell on
You
your
should
head out
ask-
of a tree and you were fine?
Yeah.
You should ask your mother if she remembers the dent.
She doesn't remember.
She doesn't? You asked
the,
her?
the dent?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Maybe that explains the out-of-body visions.
You don't think she
Maybe.
would? You don't
Head
think she would
trauma.
notice that you have a dent in the back of your head, her own son?
Like I said, a lot of people don't really notice it.
You should fill it in.
Fill it in,
Yeah.
reconstructive surgery on my head.
Well, maybe, or you can just
that
get
a thing?
get a piece that straps around your chin that fills out the back, makes it nice and round.
that would make me look much more normal.
What? Well, you could wear a yarmulke if you were in a bad.
That would be right,
Religious
right,
person?
right on the dent.
It would be perfect. It would
perfect
cover it
on the
up.
dent. Do you
All
think
right,
that has
great, I'll
anything
start
to do
wearing
with
a
it?
yarmulke. What?
We got to figure out why you have
True.
a giant dent.
So
in
you
the back of
think
your
you
head.
think wearing the yarmulke caused the dent?
Oh, we'll get back to that.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Anyway, Schultz, how was your weekend?
Same old
What'd you do on Friday?
Friday, nothing.
You
guys
got bailed
played-
on.
I got bailed on?
Yeah.
I didn't really get bailed on.
You got all dressed up. It took you like 2
I was
hours to
offered-
get ready, and then
I took
boom.
10 minutes to do that. I was offered very tentative plans and understood that.
But you still chose to get ready, and you were waiting by the door,
I wasn't waiting by the door, hand in hand.
hand in hand, waiting by the door. Is that a phrase?
No, I don't think so. Regardless, it's fine. You guys played a show in New Hampshire.
Yep.
It went fairly well.
Yep. What'd you do Saturday?
Whoa, I wasn't finished with you. You were going to get vegan food at the Portsmouth place, but you didn't.
No, everything was closed because they suck.
Wow, that's harsh.
What's harsh?
Ryan's words for the Portsmouth brewery.
That was open, but they just sucked.
It was open, but they cut their menu down or late night
They
menu.
had the idiot menu.
The
What is
only
the
vegan
vegan
thing
menu?
they had was it was
Chips and guac?
chips and dip, but the dip was habaneros, carrots, and raisin
What
dip.
the fuck?
Yeah, it sounded like horse shit.
Horseshit dip.
Damn.
I told him to go fuck himself. When I
I'm
left.
sure you did.
I did.
He started waving a gun around.
Yeah.
But there was a funny part when we did leave. Brian, we walked past like the bounce. It wasn't really the bouncer, just like the door guy.
Beanie baby.
Yeah,
Brian.
Bean Dip. Another shout out to him and the RFC boys. But all right.
Okay, Shelty.
You really like take me out of this, you know? Make these very jarring things you do.
That's my job. Continue.
I don't know if I can. So
Bean
what'd you do
Dip,
on Saturday?
listen, oh, you got a story. You're walking out of the Portsmouth Brewery, walking past the doorman.
What'd you do on
Bean
Saturday?
Dip. I'll tell you once you tell me this.
We were walking out of the place because we decided that there was nothing there for us. We were walking out. Brian said he had a fake ID, and some guy started running after him.
Really?
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep. What'd you do on Saturday?
What'd you do on Saturday, Schultz?
Inquiring minds need to know.
Yep.
Went to a show.
What show?
Cymbals Eat Guitars.
What happened at the show?
You want to know about the story?
Yes.
Well, you know about the story, but Tyler wants to know about the story.
Yes.
Tyler was getting live
People
text
want to
updates
know about the
from
story.
Bean Dip, right?
I don't know.
We can't reveal our sources.
We have many
Explain the
sources.
story.
We might have already done that.
Go.
So me, Jeff Casaza, Alex Hanuri. And
Whoa. Did you just have a stroke? Oh, shit. Call an ambulance. He's slurring his words.
Her.
Alex Henry. Right?
Her.
Is that how we pronounce Al's last name?
I don't know. I don't know his last name, but
Ryan, a little help.
I don't know his last name either. I know his name.
Henery.
that sounds like Henry. Why did you
I think
go?
Henry's like Henry.
So Alex.
Okay.
And Greg Horrible. We're all hanging out. And we got accosted by a drunk Canadian woman.
How so? How did this come about? That's pretty vague.
She kind of came up to us, first to Greg, asked if he was in the band Alex G.
What is that?
It's like a...
Is that a band that played?
Yeah, they were opening.
All right.
Or he was opening. It's like a guy, and he has a backing band, more or less. But she asked if he was in the band. He said, no, I'm just doing merch for them. There was a little bit of an exchange there, and then she started talking to the rest of us, and she was going on about how she and her husband flew in from Toronto to see Cymbals Eat Guitars because they don't tour up there.
Are they a band people like? Are they a popular
Cymbals?
band?
Yeah. The show did fairly well, but didn't sell out. But the people who were there seemed to love them. People going crazy in the front row, jumping up and down, singing along, finger pointing, the whole nine. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't even remember what she was going on and on about. But at one point, she's like, I'm sorry. She's getting hassled by this 33-year-old MILF. And me and Jeff started laughing because we're not really that much older than that.
Does she have a child? Was that implying she has a child?
I guess that implies she has a... I don't know if that...
Or was she just saying, oh, I'm old?
I think she was just saying, oh, I'm old, but she and her husband might have had a kid.
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty specific.
It is pretty specific.
You're not a MILF unless you're a mother, so
yeah.
She's a mother. Was her son there? Or
No.
daughter?
No, she had no other people with her that would have indicated
I thought
children.
her husband was there.
He was, but he wasn't like with her when
Alright.
she came over to us.
Okay.
So Alex motions her to get close with me and get a picture because he tries to convince her that I'm famous.
Based on what? Just
Based
all of a
on-
sudden he decided to tell
Yes.
her? All right.
'Cause he
What
likes to-
were you
You don't
famous
look.
for?
You don't look like someone who would be famous.
Not for good things, at least.
Wow,
Yeah, not
thanks.
for good things.
I think Al just wanted to have some fun.
Yeah, but what were the grounds for this, and why?
I think he was like, he's in a band. Take a
Alright.
picture with him. So he
Alright.
pulls out his camera, his cell phone, snaps a pic, which I still haven't seen actually, but Ryan's seen it. Bean Dip's seen it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it
Tyler?
was sent to me.
I still haven't seen it. Funny enough. Al had to run to the office to get something. So as he's walking away, he goes, "Yeah, he's in a band. You should know who he is." She's
So
like,
this was just like a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah,
He decided.
yeah.
And
And
you went,
Schultz is an idiot and didn't roll with it.
you didn't?
He's like, no,
What's
I'm
the
not
point?
in a band. I'm not famous. You
don't
don't
know.
know me.
I don't have a
not
good poker
famous.
face.
Oh, I know.
You should have rolled with
She's
it.
like, what band? And I was like, Of Mice and Men.
Who said that? You?
No, Al.
All right.
So you should have rolled with it.
Why didn't you?
I don't even know how to roll with that sort of thing.
Why?
Because I don't feel like trolling a stranger.
Why not?
It's not my style.
trolling.
What's your style?
Being honest, I don't know.
True.
You're not honest.
Fuck you.
You're not honest with yourself.
You're a fucking snake in the grass.
Snake in the grass? Are snakes in the grass known for lying?
Yeah,
They're deceptive.
snakes.
I don't think
They're
that's part of
deceptive,
whatever
yeah.
weird mystery thing you're
Yeah,
thinking
they're
of.
deceptive.
They're deceptive. They're in the grass.
not
You can't see them.
deceptive.
Yeah, you can't see them. They're fucking snakes in
If
the
I was
grass.
deceptive, wouldn't I have gone on with the ruse here?
It's just a
Ruse.
joke. It doesn't have to be.
It's not a ruse.
I felt weird just joking on this like vulnerable drunk woman.
So then what?
So I was like, no, I'm not in a band. I'm not in a band. She's like, come on, you are. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. I was like, it's cool. She's like, am I being rude?
Was she?
We're like, no, you're definitely not being rude.
Mm-hmm.
She asked what instrument I play. I said I don't play anything, unfortunately, but I did used to play trombone. And she goes, oh, me too, and like puts up her hand for a high five. So I give her the high five, and as our hands come together, she kind of like grasps it and drunkenly pulls it into her, and I end up poking her in the nipple.
Oh, yeah.
Was that her intention?
I don't think so. It was kind of just like a inebriated motion.
Why was your finger out in the poking?
Yeah, well, I was in the
Because
poking position.
it was just so sudden. It was like this, and then it went like that. You know what I mean? It was like this.
Poked it right in the nipple.
Just poked her right in the nipple.
And then what did she do? Slap you?
No, I don't think she realized.
Okay.
But,
She should have slapped you.
Then then Cymbals E Guitars go on, and they have a Wu-Tang intro. She perks up, recognizes it, goes, "Oh, is this Wu-Tang?" And then just kind of runs to the front of the stage.
And that was the end of her?
Yes.
Do you miss her?
No, I don't know if I miss her.
You didn't run away in fear?
Yeah, we did get something about you running away.
Oh, I didn't run away. I was just like...
You were afraid of her lumberjack
I
boyfriend?
joked that her lumberjack boyfriend was going to beat us up.
How do you know he's a lumberjack?
It wasn't. It was like a Canadian
And
stereotype.
then you hid
joke.
under the
Oh,
table
okay.
while the band played, just in case.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
totally.
text we got said you legitimately ran away.
I didn't run away. I actually went more to the audience to watch the band because we were in the back of the room by the merch.
True.
So if anything,
You
I was closer to.
So
her
you were
and
ready to
husband.
confront the lumberjack?
You could say
Yeah.
that, sure.
You think you could have taken on a lumberjack?
What do you think?
No.
No.
I think you're right.
You've never lifted anything in your life.
Yeah, that's
Anytime
right.
you try, your guts start spewing out through
This
your
is
stomach.
almost literally true. Yeah.
How many hernias do you have
Currently,
currently?
one.
And your guts come out through it. Your bowels.
Yes. Please stop reminding me.
His bowels come out through his
Yeah.
stomach.
I think I saw you bend over the other day and your shirt lifted up and I saw your bowels
Yeah.
hanging out.
They
your
touched the
stomach.
ground and you
I
got
don't
dust
think it
on
works
them.
like that.
Yeah,
I
quite.
saw it.
You saw it.
I saw it.
You saw it.
Yes.
SAR. SAR.
Saw.
You saw it.
Sar.
Oh,
You say
boy.
a couple words.
Say a
Couple
couple
words?
words. Say some words.
You were having trouble today saying some words.
What
Oh, I pronounced something wrong again, huh?
You didn't even pronounce something wrong. You were just using the wrong word.
did he say?
I meant to say eligible.
He was trying to say he was eligible, and he said, I'm illegible. He said, I'm illegible for an upgrade on my phone. And I said, what? and
I'll admit, I think it's a word I've honestly never said out loud, so I never
How have you never
Heard it?
said that word out
eligible.
loud? Yeah.
How often do you say eligible out loud?
probably not every day,
Probably
but
not
that's
ever.
like,
I've said it enough times in my
I've
life.
probably said that word more than I've said like xylophone.
I get forgetful about pronunciation.
Do you think you're
I've
still
admitted
smarter
this.
than everyone else in the world?
I never said I was smarter
You
than
did.
everyone
You
else.
said you were
did.
the
You
smartest
said that.
person on earth and the most
When
handsome.
did I say this?
You say this every day.
Oh, okay.
Do you think you're handsome?
These are statements I proclaim when I wake up every day.
Do you think you're handsome?
Do I think I'm handsome? I'm not in a place to say that.
Do
You used to say this all the time.
No.
You said model material 10 out of 10.
Model material 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think this is another classic Tyler exaggeration.
I'm not
You've
exaggerating.
You've said something very similar.
Yes.
No, I've not.
That your aunt confirmed that you were a 10 out of 10 and you were a
What?
model. Yeah.
Your aunt said you were handsome.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Your aunt seems to be like,
Which aunt is this?
I don't know. You told us that your aunt said
Shelley?
you were very handsome and you used that as like a reference for how handsome
What?
you are.
You sure about this?
Yes. We were actually on the second floor of this building when we talked about this.
I
I think Ryan was there too.
You said, I'm so handsome, I'm an ex-model.
Yeah. You chose to stop being a model.
The second half, no, I didn't choose.
Tell the people about your modeling.
I was a model when I was a baby.
Baby model.
From what ages were you a model?
From like 0 to 1 or something like that.
0 to 1.
Maybe 6 months old to a year and a half.
Are you sure this wasn't just your parents taking pictures of you?
No, this was legitimately my Bonnie taking me on the train into the city and doing magazine shoots and toy catalogs.
What were you in that you remember?
I was on the cover of Parents Magazine.
What year?
86, maybe?
1986 Parents Magazine. What month?
I don't know. I've searched and searched for it. I can't find it.
Was it like a
You're on the
special
cover.
edition where it was like how to care for your needy different child?
Yeah. No, it was a regular ass edition.
At least it's not your child.
I know.
Yeah.
It could be worse. If you're struggling with your child, it could be worse. Take a look.
So you were
course.
a male model?
Yeah, I guess.
And when did your aunt confirm that you were
That I was
perfectly good
I don't
looking?
remember. I never said this.
You did. You
I
you
never
used
said
your
this, that I
aunt
was
as a point of
perfect
reference.
Specimen? No.
Yeah.
No.
There's definitely something involving your aunt.
I don't think so.
Yep.
No, this is a weird, like, ad lib.
I think you're
doing.
bailing out now because you feel weird about
No,
it.
I don't feel weird about anything that didn't happen or wasn't mentioned.
How often do you tell people that you're an ex-model?
Not very.
Why don't you tell that to girls more? Put
I
it
don't
in your
think they would
profiles.
care.
Retired model. Put that in your Instagram profile.
Yeah.
Forced into
Brian,
retirement.
29, vegan, retired male model.
Yeah. Why not? I think that's a pretty good resume.
Because when I'm inquired about it, they might think it's a little weird that I'm putting it in there for the year that I did it when I could barely even speak.
But you did it.
But it still counts, and you've brought it up many times.
Yeah, you bring it up all the time.
No, I don't.
Every time your looks come up, you're like, I was a model.
I mean, it's literally true.
Exactly. So why
I
don't
think you were a model in the same way you need like a basketball and a baseball bat to be in like a picture for like a sports magazine.
I suppose, yeah.
All
I'll
right.
admit, yeah.
I can't imagine you were a very good-looking baby.
What is it? What makes for a good-looking
Well, didn't
baby,
he Snapchatted those pictures, right? Did you,
Yeah, you
over
had,
Thanksgiving?
You had a pretty big head.
Yeah, you did. You did have this huge head, and you had like a mullet.
Yeah, big head, mullet, thick eyebrows.
You just look like John Kerry with a mullet.
How old was I in those pictures that I sent you?
I don't know. They're your pictures.
You sent them.
I don't
How am I
remember.
supposed to know?
I'll get a hold of some modeling examples eventually.
All right.
I lost my portfolio. It sucks.
I just have a feeling, you say you're...
You had a portfolio?
Yeah,
You had a portfolio.
of like things that I've been in.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
else?
don't know.
How are you going to say you're a
It's the cover of
model?
Parents Magazine. I was in like a couple like.
Wait,
Sears-
this was exclusive to your modeling?
yeah,
And you had this up until recently?
up until like 5-6 years ago.
Why
I
did you
lost
even
it
have it at that point?
because it's interesting.
Where'd it go?
You're calling it a portfolio. You're not calling it like a
It was just like a
memorabilia, like
It was
a
just
scrapbook.
clippings. It was just clippings of.
You called it a portfolio. It sounds like you carried it in case you wanted to pursue being a model again. You're gonna show up. You're showing up at
So
20.
I haven't done anything in like 27, 8 years, but check these out.
Wow, you really were kind of doing that though.
No,
Yes.
I never
Jeez.
thought of going back into it myself.
I never thought of going back
You
into it.
can't bear to get back in the industry
know.
after it beat you in
It
the
is-
I think
ass
it just
last
takes a
time.
lot of self confidence.
That industry will eat you alive.
Why
you
did
know.
you stop? Did you get fired? You got too ugly?
No, it was too much of a hassle for my mom to bring me in to do it.
Do you resent Bonnie for ending your modeling career?
No, I don't.
Is she calling you?
No,
Oh, I thought
You think your life would be better if you were a male model still?
Yeah.
I think the life of a male model seems like it's pretty good. Yeah,
True.
You were an actor as well, correct?
no.
You were in a movie.
What?
You told me you already showed me you were in a movie.
Oh, the zombie movie.
Yes.
Wait, what? I think I remember hearing about
Tell the
this.
story again. Something about Dean Snyder's zombie movie.
It's Dean Snyder's son did like a little amateur film, and I was in it.
What were you?
I was just a zombie extra.
What did you
I
do?
only had one scene.
Do you have any lines?
No, I was wearing like a torn white shirt, and and then like my hair was all messed up, and I just went like, "Rah!"
Nice.
And that was it.
Wow.
Yep.
You have a pretty good resume. Actor, male model.
Actor, male model, Brian Schultz.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. His aunt. It's a quote from his aunt.
Your facts You're making up these press quotes, man.
I'm not.
You are.
You definitely mentioned that your aunt signed off on you being a handsome person.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
I'll
So she
give
doesn't
you-
think you're handsome?
Maybe they do, but I don't think it was like something that they felt the need to tell me about.
You definitely cited your aunt.
Do you think you're handsome?
What?
Do you think you're handsome?
You just asked this.
Yeah, I'm asking again.
I said I'm not at liberty to say. Do you think you're handsome?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but what about you, Tyler?
What about me?
Are you handsome?
I think ultimately, yes. I'm not
Ultimately?
too bad looking when you get
So,
down to
are
it.
you handsome?
What?
Are you handsome?
I don't know.
Well, we just said we are.
My aunt used to say I was handsome.
It's good. I'm not going to make fun of you for it for the next
I'm not
3
making
years.
fun of you. You said it didn't happen, so I guess I was mistaken.
I think it didn't happen.
Your aunt has never said you were handsome?
Maybe, I don't even know which one you're talking about.
I don't know
I have
any of
several
your
Shelly?
aunts.
Peggy?
You named 2 of them.
Aunt Peggy?
Shelly, Peggy, Bonnie.
retain a
Why
lot
do they
of-
all have funny names like that?
I know
Shelly,
all
Peggy,
Shelton's
Bonnie.
family. I'll show you on the background check.
The background. check.
Ryan did a background check on me a little while ago and found out my
Everybody.
grandmother's name.
Oh, yeah, and you were convicted of a felony.
Yeah, you did a convicted of a felony, but
Yeah,
you won't
yeah.
tell us what.
He refuses to tell us what felony.
If
he
you
was
found out what
convicted
it
of.
was, why don't you just say it?
I can't.
It's too dark, right?
It's pretty dark. I know what you did.
What did I do, Ryan?
I'm not going to say it on air.
Because there is none.
I don't want
This
to
is
ruin
another
your
goofy
life.
lie.
What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do? There's no felony.
There was a fucking felony charge.
I don't have any felony charges on my record.
Yeah, you went to fucking jail.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I've never been to jail.
I bet. Never been to jail. What'd you do?
I don't know. Maybe you found another Brian Schultz.
That has your same mother?
I mean,
And Aunt Peggy? Another Brian Schultz with Aunt Peggy?
you found out all these relatives
Nanny?
in the same records and a
Yes.
felony charge.
Yes.
What is the felony charge then?
You know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
You
know
look
what
very
it is.
guilty right
You
now.
look guilty as fuck.
Every time we bring this up, you look really guilty.
How does someone look guilty?
You're sweating.
You are.
I'm not
You're
even
sweating. You're getting
remotely.
red and sweating. You're shaking.
Why are you shaking?
For the,
Why are you
for the record,
shaking?
podcast
Your lips
listeners,
are white.
None of this is actually true.
You are.
What did you do?
I'm wondering the same thing, Ryan.
I don't know, man.
Stop shaking and tell
It's
us.
fucked up.
You kind of look like you're wearing white pants with the paper on, draped on your pants right now.
He is
Like
Don't
wearing-
change the
Or
subject.
like a huge bandage.
Don't change the subject, you fucking felon. What did you do?
I'm wondering the same
Lawbreaker?
thing. All right, tell them. Tell them what I did, Ryan.
I'm not saying
Because
it.
I have no
I'm
idea.
not
So what'd you
saying
do on Sunday?
I went to another show.
What show?
Went to see Foxing and Somos.
Oh yeah, you go to a lot of shows, huh? Did you have any strange encounters
this is
with?
pretty old news that I go to a lot of shows.
Yeah. Do you
Very
do you have
old
any
news.
strange encounters with women there?
No,
No.
no.
Did you go alone?
I did.
Did you go alone to the show on Saturday?
I did.
Were you alone on Friday night?
I was.
Does that get isolating?
A little bit at times. It's not too bad. I'm pretty independent.
I'm glad you're independent.
What'd you do this weekend?
Played that show on Friday. Yeah, since we're getting close to the end of the year here, and I think the next couple episodes we have some stuff going on, and with Christmas coming up, we wanted to do a top 10 list, albums, and whatever else we might want to talk about that was cool this year. So, yeah, let's do our top 10 albums.
Start with Schultz.
Yeah, go.
Schultz,
Yeah.
how hard was it to narrow down 10 albums from
Not at all.
200?
Not at all.
Can you let the people know about your list?
Did you have
before we
200
start?
albums in there?
No, it was like 100 and something or whatever.
All right, so you have. How big is your list of
Currently,
albums?
probably 160. I don't know.
160. What about EPs?
100.
Demos?
It's included with the EPs, but I don't even think there are really any demos I particularly liked this year.
Do you start. So, right from January 1st, when you listen to something new, do you start
Yep.
some system of cataloging?
Yes.
What is the system?
It's just like a database that I keep of albums I particularly liked. That's all.
Is this all stuff that's over 3.5 stars?
Yes.
Everything on the 100 list, or
Yeah.
just wow?
Look at that.
You listen to 165 albums that were over 3.5 stars?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
I could get the exact
No,
number.
No,
it'll take
No, that's every time you pull up something on your phone, it takes at least 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
That's just we already started this segment here, so
Yeah, we're starting.
Put down your
Ryan's
phone.
digressing again.
He's not. He's just inquiring.
I'm
He doesn't
inquiring.
need you giving him proof is not going
I
to
don't
change
need
the
the
fact
proof.
that he thinks it's overwhelming.
All right, we're starting at number 10.
Yes,
Number 10.
I didn't put mine in order, so
Yeah.
I just have
These
a list
aren't
of.
necessarily in order, but
All right.
Schultz's
Schultz,
will be.
of course, is go.
You know you like something better than something else.
I don't know. Sometimes things strike different nerves, but
Okay.
are
Fair enough.
enjoyable, just as enjoyable.
Number 10, Souvenirs, You, Fear, and Me.
Wow.
It actually officially came out today.
Today,
Yeah. I've had it for a little bit.
who released it?
Other People Records.
Uh,
Yeah. A very new label out of California, I
Wow.
believe.
All right, I guess I'll go.
You go.
Trevor's.
I didn't put anything in order, and I struggled to put this together because I feel like I don't listen to a lot of new music, but
You should.
I should. But there's a lot of music out there that didn't come out this year that I haven't experienced yet. There's a lot of music that happened in the world, you know.
True.
Never-ending discovery.
Yeah. So more often than not, I'll go back and check out bands that like I
Stuff you
slept
missed out on
or
from
something.
years ago.
Maybe that, or just like I don't know, wasn't on my radar, and then I do. But yeah. So first one on my list is Aborted, the Necrotic Manifesto, which is just like really extreme death metal, death grind.
That's what I assumed as much from the name.
Yeah, but it's not that kind of stuff. At least this specifically isn't usually in my like wheelhouse, but it's well done. It's good. It's extreme. Yeah.
Extreme. See, number 10, I have the Combat Zone self-titled LP. Local Boston hardcore band. Kind of sounds like old Slapshot. It's good.
You like that.
I like that. Number 9, Schultz.
Number 9, Weatherbox, Flies in All Directions.
Wow.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Sounds
Briefly.
it's like quirky
Quirky
Quirky-
indie alternative rock, like.
indie emo rock, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Classic.
psychedelic stuff
No,
going
nothing
on.
really
you know, like
psychedelic
space
about
rock.
it. It's more like Weaker Thans and Dismemberment Plan.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Weaker Thans in Dismember. I'm like, wow, that sounds weird.
Pretty
That
good
would be a
mashup.
little bit twisted. All right, Tyler, number 9.
All right.
Ish.
Mine is Coffin Worm. I don't really know how they wanted the name of this album pronounced.
Is it like
but
a symbol or something?
No, it's numbers. I think it's a date, but I don't know if it's a date because it doesn't really. It's 418. I think is what the Roman numerals end up being. So,
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's Coffin Worm is a really awesome kind of doomy with a little like kind of has the atmosphere of black metal without really being black metal, but this album is cool. They were good before, but they kind of really hit their stride, I think, with this. So good stuff. I recommend to anyone who is into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I remember you showed me their last album. It was good.
Yeah, they're
Very,
cool.
very evil.
Yeah, extremely evil sounding.
Extremely evil stuff. Well, my number 9 is Perspex Flesh, self-titled LP. It's a hardcore band from London that's really... It's pretty weird, dark, like ugly sounding hardcore. Pretty good.
Sounds like your bag.
Tight,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Number 8, Have Mercy, A Place of Our Own.
nice.
Explain.
Explain. Their second record. First was on our Friends Moving Out, Top Shelf. This one's on Hopeless. It's a lot glossier. They recorded with the guy who records All Time Low.
Wow.
Sounds like it'd be pretty glossy.
Yeah, very glossy, but somehow it like works for them really well, and it kind of stepped up their game and just good. It's good stuff.
You love it.
Yeah,
Wow. Would you recommend it to a friend?
I wouldn't recommend it to you two, but I'd recommend it to
To
other
other
friends,
friends?
perhaps. Yeah,
Well,
definitely not evil enough for you guys.
Would you recommend it to Bonnie?
Maybe Bonnie.
She
Yeah.
likes alternative music.
yeah. She likes brand new, right?
No, she likes Nightmare Review though,
Oh. All right.
and 30 Seconds to Mars.
There you go. That's alternative.
Yeah.
That's sick. All right. Well, my next on my list is S. Cool Choices.
It's a good album.
Very good
Yeah.
album.
It's Jen Ghetto. And think we actually, this came up randomly on like an earlier podcast, but yeah, it's not really a departure because she has a very distinct, like, I don't know, style and kind of like cadence, and even like her lyrics, like she can be very poetic, but then sometimes she can be very blunt and like, but it works really well and it's honest and cool.
It's very simple and sad.
Yeah, it's cool.
That was a
a
top 10 honorable mention for me.
There you go, top 10 honorable mention.
Honorable mention, Brian Schultz. Wow.
Wow,
It was real good.
there you go.
Enjoy
You
that
heard it
one
here.
a lot.
All right.
All right, let's see. What do I got? Gas Rag Beats Off LP. Very good.
Beats off. Huh?
Beats off. Wow.
Wow.
It's like kind of like D-beat stuff meets more straightforward hardcore from Chicago.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that band.
Yeah, they're
recently.
real good. Actually, I think they might have broken up.
Oh, really? Cool.
Very good LP.
Cool beans.
Okay, I got it. Number 7, Restorations, LP3.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where the psychedelic thing actually comes into play. and is-
Psychedelic, space
accurate.
rock, indie alternative, catchy rock.
Yeah.
Not, I wouldn't go
Catch
that
rock?
crazy.
Catch rock? Ketchup rock?
It's more like like Americana, punky
Americana,
stuff, but
punky,
it's got like weird
alternative, indie
psychedelic
rock.
It's got psychedelic,
elements and-
space rock, indie, hot dog.
hot dogs. Yeah. it's just kind of out there, and lyrics are really good. Gruff vocals.
True.
The whole package is it's good stuff. They've been pretty much getting better every album.
There you go.
There's
That's
no
the idea.
exception.
No exception.
No exception. All right. This was probably one of the more recent ones that I had to my list. Unit 731, The Hive Mind. They're, I think they're from Pennsylvania. They're actually a band. I don't know if this record came out on Patrick Kinlan and Jamie from Code Orange Kid's new label, but they're
Harm
a band
Reduction?
that they're working with. And they're from Pennsylvania, so I'm assuming like Code Orange probably
Yeah,
knew
very
of
likely.
them. But it's like absurdly heavy, kind of like beat down / like almost like slam death metal. It's like just very heavy, aggressive music.
You
But
described it to me as irresponsibly heavy.
yeah, it's very heavy, but it's good. It's cool, and it's not just like straight like idiot music. Like the music is like,
There's some thoughtful things going on.
I guess, like there's some cool stuff. It's not as straightforward as some other stuff that could fit in the same category. But yeah, cool.
Me. What do we got here?
You.
7. Ivy, self-titled. They're a band from New York. It's pretty unique sounding hardcore from New York. Pretty good. Singer was in Brown Sugar.
Tight.
My number 6, La Dispute, Rooms of the House. I've always liked that band, but this is far and away their best album, I think.
What's different about it?
It's just a lot more. It's not like even that different. It's just more tastefully delivered. The whole spoken word, jammy thing.
Yeah, is it lighter than their past stuff?
It's a little bit lighter, especially at times, but like it really works. There's like some more sparse stuff here that they've just gotten better at, and there's like a nice unified theme that runs through it.
Is there any yelled vocals at all, or is it
Oh
all
yeah,
just like
there's a little
talking?
bit of yelling here and there,
Wow,
but like I don't know, it's good. They stepped up their game,
nice,
Nice.
dude, nice.
dude. Nice.
Nice.
So my next one is Godflesh, World Lit Only by Fire.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, Godflesh has definitely become one of my, I don't know about favorites, but they've definitely become a band I really, really like.
Moved up the ranks in the last few years.
Yeah, they have a lot of albums, and not all of them are great, and not all of them sound exactly the same. But yeah, it's Godflesh. They have a very unique thing going on, industrial metal that's very heavy and very dark, and there's all electronic drums. I think the only 2 members are a guitarist and a bass player, so it's cool.
Yeah. They played around here not too long ago.
Yeah.
but Did not go. Wish
Bummer.
I went.
You fucked up.
$30. That's a high price point for me to go to a
For
gig.
you, yeah.
Yeah, metal's expensive.
It's like 3 DIY hardcore shows.
At least.
At least.
At least, yeah.
At least.
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
Maybe 6. All right.
All right, number 6.
Yep.
Oblivionation, Language of Violence.
Wow.
They're a Boston band. A little B9 connection there. The singer was in Proclamation. They also have members of Out Cold. I think they're a pretty like overlooked band in the area, but they're real good. Bunch of older guys, still got it.
Cool. The old guys still got it.
It came out on some label in Spain, but there's a U.S. press coming soon. I think Rock and Roll Disgrace is doing it.
Tight. Cool.
Number 5, Every Time I Die from Parts Unknown.
Nice.
Just wouldn't expect a band of their ilk this far into the game to put out something this good, but they did. And maybe
that made your top 10, huh?
Maybe that's what plays into it a little bit, is like not expecting much from a band of that style that, this late into their career. But
I think I listened to like half of that album once. But
you record with Kurt Ballou, it's probably going to rule. So
what makes you say that?
That's not true. If you sound like shit.
What?
If you're a bad band, you're not going to sound good.
Yeah, but bad bands don't really record with Kurt that often.
That's true.
I feel like it's not like a thing for them at this point, though. That's probably like, they probably recorded at places that ran them more money in the past, I'm sure,
Granted, yeah.
They're a very big band.
It kind of gave their sound like a little more rawness, and it's still like pretty diverse and heavy.
I listened to it once, it didn't sound bad. Yeah. They're the type of band
it gets a little weird at times, which
I think is like pretty good, but I don't find myself listening to that much, and definitely gets old after a while.
It kind of just caught me.
Well, here you go.
It just grabbed you and shook you.
Yeah.
Slapped you.
Slapped
Pretty
you.
much.
Oh.
And pulled off your pants.
Mm-hmm.
Are you writing their marketing sticker right now?
Yeah. They got to change it real quick. Yeah. Almost a year later.
We got it, guys.
We figured it out.
Pull it from stores.
Wow. So my next one is Self-Defense Family, Try Me. This band, I always like sleep on their releases because they have so many of them, which is cool. Like, I think that's awesome. And I think a lot more bands should operate like that. It's cool. But I checked this out like a couple months after it came out, and I like it. I think for the most part, I like a lot of stuff they do. They're just good songwriters. I know they have a rotating cast and whatever, but they're good songwriters. And as much as they are unique, they have something that always ties them together that you can kind of still. It sounds like them. So,
did you check out anything else they did this year?
I don't think I did, but
too much shit.
Yeah,
I would recommend that Island Series Scotland 7-inch and the duets EP. Those two are real good.
I've heard they're good. I've listened to a little bit of the duets.
Definitely very different.
A little bit of that, and that was good too. Yeah. But so it's a good record.
It is good.
Yeah,
not bad. And number 5, Hank Wood and the Hammerheads, Stay Home.
There you go.
Very good.
What have we got on that?
I don't know. It's really, just like a really good punk
hardcore record.
No, it's more like punk.
Okay.
It sounds like it. I don't know, like a weird or wacky version of like Fear or something. If they had like synthesizers.
True.
It's real good.
That's different. My number 4 from Indian Lakes, Absent Sounds. It's kind of very intricate. I don't know, indie rock, emo, alternative rock type stuff. Sort of like Mew, Copeland, Circus Revive-ish. There's like a little bit of electronic and acoustic stuff, but it's very like hushed and emotional and good.
Wow, that's a lot of descriptions, huh?
That's a lot
of stuff going on there. I do not have a clearer picture at all.
The marketing sticker would be a giant scroll.
I know. You like press a little button and it like pops out and gives you more. Want more on this marketing sticker?
Read more.
Yeah.
Who's India Lake? What's India Lake?
From Indian Lakes. They're from...
India Lake?
No. From Indian Lakes is the complete name. They're on Triple Crown. They're from originally Yosemite National Park area.
They're from they're part of the national park?
That's
Yosemite.
legal.
You can't
live
their
there.
Origins. Apparently you can't live there because they did.
No.
Yeah.
They probably just live near it.
The Yosemite National Park area
is that where Yogi Bear's from?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
It's not bad.
That's cool.
Cool area.
Yeah.
I'd live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right. Well, my next one is Crowbar, Symmetry in Black. Yeah, it sounds like Crowbar. They put out another album. It sounds like Crowbar.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I like that band a lot. And yeah, it's heavy. It's I don't know. Their past couple albums have been like very well polished. This one at least sounds like very big and powerful. The last one was like well polished, but it kind of didn't sound that big, so it just sounded like a little bit not that great. But I don't know. It's cool. More Crowbar. They definitely have a sound and they do it well.
See, number 4. See, we got Dark Blue, Pure Reality. Schultz hates it.
I don't hate it.
I think it's great.
Things I've heard
I
from
hate
that
it.
sound really good.
Yeah.
I have that threshold for how cheesy I can take the post-punk vocals.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to like take that over the edge at all from what I've heard from that band.
A thicker skin for it or something.
I don't really listen to a lot of that stuff, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem too cheesy at all.
Yeah, it's real good. It's a dude from Clock Cleaner and Puerto Rico Flowers.
Not hating you on Andy.
And what?
Not hating on you, Andy.
Yeah, Andy Nelson from Painted Black and Ceremony is also in the
The
band.
riffs are cool.
Does he play bass in that band too?
I'm not sure what he does in the band. I think they're just a 3-piece.
True.
Or yeah, I think they're just a 3-piece.
Cool.
But the LP's really good. Just like it's kind of like post-punk, but with like oi influence, and I don't know. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like I feel like
Apt
it's more.
description.
It's on the more aggressive end of that kind
Yeah.
of.
And simplified.
It's like I don't know. It's also like dark but upbeat at the same time.
It's cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Number 3, Seahaven, Reverie Lagoon. Music for escapism only.
What did you say? Crab Rangoon?
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of muffed that. Reverie Lagoon.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Reverie.
What's the name of that band?
Seahaven.
And then
Reverie Lagoon.
Crab Rangoon.
There's something about saying Seahaven followed by Reverie that was really
all
difficult
right,
for me to pull
but then
off.
you said something else. How many titles does this album have?
It's just called Reverie Lagoon, Music for Escapism
so it's like
only.
a colon and then
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's
All right.
real good. They did something way different.
way different.
It's like sort of subdued, moody, like stuff in the vein of like Pedro the Lion, Death Cab for Cutie.
Is that the band that wears sunglasses while they play?
Yes.
All right.
But like, I mean, on record, it's like which is really well produced and sounds cool, and there's like a good atmosphere to it.
Nice.
A lot of different stuff going on.
Nice.
It's an experience.
Yeah. Sounds it.
It is.
All right.
Shoot.
So my next one is one that grew on me a little bit, and I still don't think it's like the best thing ever. But Cult Leader, Nothing for Us Here. I think it's just like an EP.
Yeah, it's a cool
But
EP though.
I really liked Gaza's last album, like a lot. So I was eager to check this out, and I was a little bit let down by mostly by the new singer, honestly, which is really the only change about that band, I think.
Music's like a little bit different, I think.
The music is very similar. It's hard to say it sounds too much different. Still have like kind of down tuned, but very chaotic, but not too chaotic.
Very
It has like a
ugly sounding.
good atmosphere. Yeah, I don't know. They're
It's cool stuff.
kind of
though.
a unique band for what they are, I think,
Yeah.
which is what I like about them. But yeah, I think it's a cool taste of the band. Not every song was great, but I think their next record would probably be cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Hit us with it, Ryan.
Number 3, Boston Strangler, Fire.
Oh yeah, it's a
LP.
good one.
Very good LP.
Oh yeah.
Follow up to Primitive.
I think this record finally got me on board with Boston Strangler.
Yeah, it's good.
It's real good.
I think I like it better than the last album.
Straightforward, catchy.
Yeah,
Everybody seems to love that band.
yeah, really, really good. I think they. I feel like the first record was straight up SSD worship, and this one's like
It's a little more different.
it's a little more
unique,
diverse, and yeah, it's good. Schultz even likes it.
kind of Poison
Rare
Idea-ish.
times.
All right, my number 2, The Twilight Sad. Nobody wants to be here and nobody wants to leave.
Oh yeah,
A record me and Ryan can actually agree upon.
yep, very good record.
It's wonderful.
It made my honorable mentions.
There you go.
As Schultz would say.
I started listening to The Twilight Sad in like 2009, and I wouldn't have expected them to, put out like my favorite record 5 years down the line, but that's what they did.
Well,
Just good post-punk tinged indie rock.
It's real good. Me and Schultz went to see them together.
Yeah. Oh, they're playing again in February, by the way, if you want to go.
With who?
No support announced yet. They might just be coming over here by themselves, but it's at Great Scott.
I don't know. When we went, it was a very weird crowd.
Oh, God, it was so weird and uncomfortable.
I think it was more so the headliners crowd, but
But even that girl in front of us, who was clearly like a Twilight Sad fan, she had this expression on her face like the band like had just died in a car crash and came to life.
I heard you went crazy at the show.
I went crazy.
Yeah,
did.
Ryan said it was
Yeah.
uncomfortable to watch you while that band was playing.
You got really emotional and was singing.
I didn't
along.
get too emotional.
Yeah, you did. You were like you were dancing around and singing.
A little bit. I wasn't as crazy as like that girl in front of us. She
No.
was like,
Jeez.
like half the set. It was crazy.
She was losing it.
For the listeners, I'm putting my hand over my mouth with a shocked look and raising the other hand in the air like I'm at like a gospel event.
Sounds sick.
She couldn't handle it.
She couldn't handle it.
The guy in front of her, she just like handed the guy her beer to hold it real quick and then just like left. And then the guy was just confused, just had this beer the whole time.
Wow.
They announced like they were going to play this one song, and she's like, "No!" And we're so confused.
Wow.
Regardless, though, the album is great. Everyone should
sick.
check it out if you like dark post-punk, indie rock, The National, etc.
There you
Dark
go.
indie rock, The National, etc.
Wow.
That was a bunch. Assuming there's a bunch of slashes in there.
Okay.
Tyler.
So I don't like keep things out like you or separate anything. So this one made my list. B9 release, Backtrack,
That's
Lost
fine.
in Life. I've more recently warmed up to this kind of hardcore, like kind of the
When it's that well done,
yeah, like New York stuff. It's not usually always my cup of tea because it gets a little bit boring for me. But this album was cool. It's definitely once I realized they were going for more of a no warning thing than they were like a Madball thing.
right?
I appreciate it a little bit more. So yeah, the album's cool. It's got good energy.
Catchy.
Yeah, I think Nick Jet is another one of his recordings.
Yep.
It's very very polished. So
Yeah.
that it takes me out of it a little bit, but it's still good. It's well
It does
done.
some cool things with the vocal harmonies, though.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like almost
good,
quirky, but I like it.
good hardcore album.
For sure.
Yeah. All right.
Me turn. What are we at, number 2?
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 2. I got Midnight, No Mercy from Mayhem.
Wow,
Very, very good album. It's like, if you're not familiar, it's like, I don't know. It's like,
black metal punk.
black metal punk, I would say. It's a good descriptor for it. I think I like the last album a little better, but this record's still real good.
Tight.
I'd like to see them live one day.
All right, number ones now. Is
Number
this
ones.
going to be your number one, Tyler?
No.
No, just in the mix.
Yeah.
Well, my number one, Pianos Become the Teeth, Keep You.
Wow. Did you cry listening to it?
Yeah,
You did.
You did.
Didn't you?
a little bit.
A little bit.
It's,
Well, how much crying is a little bit?
Just a little bit.
How many tears did you shed?
The first time you listened to
I
it,
wasn't counting.
you gotta count the tears.
Not the first time necessarily, but as it kind of grew on me.
Did you cry
But-
when you saw them live
Nah, But-
Where did you cry?
I don't remember.
in your car?
I don't remember.
At home?
Maybe all
In the
places.
bathroom?
I don't
At
know.
work?
You cry
The
everywhere.
drive-through?
What?
Did you say the
cried in the
drive-through?
drive-thru?
Where were you going?
No, that's what
You were
I
at-
thought.
he was
I
in
thought
the
you
Taco
said
Bell
the
drive-thru.
You were Started
Breaking
crying.
Veg on a Doritos Locos
Yeah.
taco.
You were
And
again.
that one song came on, and he just was like, "Fuck!" and he started bawling his
yeah.
eyes out.
While you were eating your Doritos Locos taco.
It was too much for me to handle.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's just a fantastic album. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted to hear from them at this point.
What is that?
No
Oh.
more screamo.
No, not necessarily. Just like something like really well done and dramatic and tasteful, good like post-rock atmospheres, and has that national influence in it.
How many times have you said the National?
That was only my second time.
All right.
They're becoming a big influence on this whole scene, quote unquote. I think so. You're going to hear it more and more down the line. I think
Maybe. You predicting that?
this album is just one of the big first pieces of evidence. I think.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, the last one I have is At the Gates, At War with Reality. It's cool that this band put out another album. Their last one was like 19 years ago. So that's cool.
Stone
I think
Cold
Slaughter of the
classic.
Soul is an awesome record. Kind of stands on its own. I don't really like melodic death metal too much, but At the Gates...
That was a game changer.
It was a game changer, probably for the worse, honestly, because they influenced a lot of really horrible bands. But At the Gates, what they do with their sound is really cool. They keep it fast, as much as like they have some really, I don't know. I mean, they're a death metal band, and they can get kind of technical, and they're tight. Their songs aren't super long, and they keep it somewhat simple. Like some bands take it way too far, but They're cool, but speaking of like foreshadowing, I have a feeling, especially with this album coming out and that band coming back,
You think it's going to be a revival?
I think there's going to be a revival of bands
Doing
kind of like that.
watered down melodic death metal?
Well, kind of. We've already seen it in like, I don't know. Look at This Is Hardcore. Who would they have play this year? Like the early 2000s metalcore
like
bands.
Killswitch?
Killswitch Engage, and who was the other one? Unearth?
Yeah.
Who kind of
I think Unearth kind of fit that, yeah.
Yeah, so I have a feeling they're going to start, you're going to see some bands who dress like bros, but are playing music that sounds like At the Gates.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's all 10 of mine.
My number one. Schultz already knows what it is.
Lust for Youth?
Lust for Youth
Wow.
International.
Wow.
Favorite album of the year.
I would not expect that to be your number one, though.
Very good. I love
It is very
Played
good.
the shit out of that record.
It is very good.
It's nothing that I would ever normally listen to.
Yeah, I don't know how you like that, but
I don't know. A lot of people whose taste I respect would be hyping it, so like I just listened to it and it was good.
oh, so you're a follower, in other words.
No, it came on my radar. It's something that normally wouldn't come on my radar.
So what's different? What is this all about?
It's honestly
it's like electronica.
80s new wave / kind of post punk,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and it almost borders on like super cheesy like radio tailored stuff. But it's like it comes up right to that edge, and it's like so good at it,
It's extreme.
like
cool.
without crossing that like line into like
Yeah, I've more recently
goofy top 40.
allowed myself to like certain things with like electronics in it, so it's cool. I'll
It's
check
not
that
like
out.
too electronic heavy.
You just
It's
said it was like
pretty
electronic.
electronic.
Yeah, I mean, but you wouldn't say it's like an electronica band or something. I would say they're more like a new wave band almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is really fucking good though.
Yeah, the
I would-
opening song to that album.
I would dance to that album.
You would dance to that at the
Yeah,
model?
I would for sure.
You probably already have, huh?
I haven't,
All right.
but I'm
There
open
it
to
is.
Boom,
Our favorite albums of the year.
2014.
I don't have honorable mentions or anything. Do you want to rattle off the other stuff you have on there?
Oh, you want me to rattle off this other
Yeah,
stuff?
but just like rattle it off, though.
Yeah, some honorable mentions for my top 10. Creepoid album, self-titled, is great.
Wow.
Fear of Men from the UK, great in indie pop.
Wow.
Very sad.
Great indie pop, very
S.
sad.
S is Cool Choices, as aforementioned.
Wow.
Sway, it's another good one, and the Lawrence Arms
Wow.
album they put out.
Do you have any other funny stuff?
I didn't write any honorable mentions down at all.
Yeah.
There was a lot.
You
There was a
mentioned
lot
one,
of
though.
good music that came out in 2014.
It's
I would
crazy.
say. Shelf doesn't allow EPs or anything to count, so I didn't bother making a list. Or you would yell at me.
I didn't yell at Tyler. He included an EP. I didn't yell at him.
What? See,
You
I
don't
didn't
make
even
the
notice that
rules.
he did.
What?
What EP?
Well, I think the Cult Leader thing is
Cult
only
Leader.
6
Oh, yeah,
songs.
see?
This Unit 731 is only like 7 or 8 songs.
You could have done a combined. Trevor was already doing a combined list. You could have done one.
You would have yelled at me.
I wouldn't have said a word to you.
Would. Oh my God! You would have yelled at me.
You've already heard my diatribes to Tyler. There's no point in me repeating them to you.
You love
That's true.
technicalities. Who cares? All right. Well, yeah, those are our top 10 records of this year.
Oh,
Some of ours are in no particular order, like mine.
Mine wasn't really in order
Yeah.
either.
And I still, I probably listen to all of these less than I listen to other stuff, too. So I'm bad with end of the year kind of stuff. But, yeah. So we've droned on here for a while, but this week we compiled a decent amount of questions from you listeners out there, and we wanted to take a whack at those. So, you guys want to do that?
Charles is smirking.
Why?
Because I see that he included the question from Rookie
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like one of your friends or something. But we'll go in order here. So, hey, podcast dudes, what do I get my GF for Christmas? So,
I don't know what you should get your gluten free
I think-
for Christmas.
I don't know. It seems like a very we need more context than that. We don't know what your girlfriend likes or
yeah,
Let's see what Schultz would do.
yeah. What would you do if you had a girlfriend?
Whatever he's
That's
going
the
to say,
thing. This
don't
is
take
more-
this advice.
wow.
But
It's funny. This is more like
But it sounds like
it's another hypothetical though because I don't know what my girlfriend that I don't have is into.
the past few podcasts we've discovered that you don't buy gifts for anybody though. So
Right.
That's it.
do you even have
buy
the
a gift?
yeah? Schultz's
If
recommendation
she's
is,
not going to buy anything for you, then
but I'm assuming she probably
You
is.
assume she is.
all right. Then you should get her something.
What would you
Yeah.
get?
What? What do you
What,
get her?
what did you get Meg when you weren't you with her for years?
I got her a Seisha shirt off eBay.
All right,
Get your girlfriend a Seisha shirt off eBay.
there you go.
When you're 19 and that's what your girlfriend at the time likes.
Hopefully
yeah,
your girlfriend likes Screamo, a non-person.
That's your advice.
That's what I got at the time. I don't know how old this person is. I don't know what his girlfriend's interests are.
Yeah. See, it depends.
I would say see if like she is listening to something recently that she really likes. Get her that record.
Yeah, she's into records. Records are good. Just depends. It depends, like, is there some kind of budget? You know, like how much
is there a perfume she wears and maybe she's running low? You could
maybe
get her a refill.
You fill it up with water. So
Seems like a kind of an impersonal gift. Perfume.
It depends. It depends on how much someone values that.
You have to be in like someone's personal things to know like what perfume they wear.
Who knows? If someone's really into perfume, then that could be cool.
Yeah.
Depends. It's hard to answer. But
what would you do, Trevor?
I don't know. It depends on how long you've like been with the person.
Yeah,
right? If you just met this girl and it's like 2 weeks in,
I don't think you want to buy her a $200 ring or something.
Like pick one thing, like a record or two, and then that's it, maybe, you know? Like you don't want to seem like a crazy person, but
that's true.
Yeah, go with that. But if you guys have been together for a while, I don't know. You probably know her better than I do. So get her something she likes.
Yep.
Or get her something. Here's the thing:
cook her a nice meal. I don't know.
For Christmas, a Christmas meal.
That's not something you normally do.
You're a Christmas present.
Here you go. Wait, did you say cook or go out for a meal? Oh, so you're just gonna cook her food?
I guess you could go out too, yeah.
Go
out to like the fanciest restaurant in your city. Do that too.
Do what?
Go out to your fanciest restaurant.
Like that's like a birthday thing, not like a Christmas thing.
Yeah, I guess.
But
you'd be a boring boyfriend, Sean.
No, you suck.
I don't ever want to date you.
I forgot to get you a present, so I cooked you something.
It depends on the person, man.
I heated you up a hot pocket.
If I know who the person is, it'll be a little more interesting than me nuking ramen or something.
I feel like I was going to say something until you said your craziness about cooking or something. Damn. I don't know.
Running that train right off the tracks, huh?
Yeah.
Hey.
What would you do?
Great.
It depends.
It does
the
depend.
circumstances.
Too vague.
What I will do sometimes if I'm dating someone is if you hear them mention something that they want, I make a little list on my phone so when birthdays, Christmas comes up, I can reference the list.
True.
And remember the things that they actually want.
Oh, yeah. And what I was going to say, it's kind of speaking of that, is something practical isn't bad. You know? Something that you know they're going to use, even if it's not super cute or romantic or something, you know? But if it's something you know they're going to use and would help their life, that's always a good gift too, you know? Because it's,
true.
It's something that is practical and gets
used. Like socks. I always appreciate a pair of socks.
I don't know. Maybe. You might be able to go, like, add socks to the other thing you're going to get. But if she...
Underpants?
Underpants and socks. There you go. Bloomers.
Practical and romantic.
Yeah, perfect. Underpants. That is a romantic word.
Hi, honey. I got you these underpants.
Here are your underpants. Merry Christmas. I also cooked you some eggs. All right,
wow.
So... Question for the podcast. How did the record deal with Lemuria come about? Their stuff is quite different from the stuff you usually put out, and I was surprised that they joined B9. Their albums rule, and thanks for putting them out.
Well, they're just a band that was on people's radar that worked here and that they enjoyed, and just hit them up.
Yeah.
I believe our current publicist hooked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Chris always said his goal was after he put out 100 records, he wanted to branch out from hardcore a little bit.
And it's not like they don't come from punk or anything.
Yeah,
you know, like they obviously do.
That was right around that time, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing that makes like all of our non-hardcore things work is they're still rooted in punk or hardcore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like punk kids like Lemuria, so it's not. They sound a lot different than than all B9 bands, but
drummer also played in a hardcore band too.
Yeah. It's still
Lieutenant.
It's not crazy. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I think people like some diversity. You would be crazy if you only listened to the one brand of music over and over again.
As you might have ascertained from our top 10s just now.
Yeah. But yeah. And we've done since then. I feel like we've definitely done things even further removed from that too. So
yeah.
Yeah, and then the last question we wanted to answer here. Someone, Rookie Town. I'm assuming Schultz knows this person.
I assumed I knew them too,
I looked them up. Schultz does
researched
not
them.
know who
I have
this
no
is.
idea. All
Who
right.
are you, Rookie Town?
All right. Well, write us in after and clarify. But Ridge 9 podcast. I enjoy all the digressions into Brian's love life. However, I'd like a retrospective replete with the most awkward encounters, dashed, potential romantic escapades, etc. I'm not insisting on all the gooeyest, most visceral details, but some ripe imagery would be fair, and in a perfect world, I want to know about the affair that rocked punk news, the tale of Brian and Meg/Sally Field. God bless.
Can you
This
explain
is
this,
yeah,
Schultz?
what
This
is
sounds
going
like
on here?
the answer that this person wants sounds like would be like a 3-part podcast, and this one is already like we're an hour in right now, so I'm not sure we really have time for all the tales of
What is he-
awkward encounters, potential romantic escapades, etc.
Well, yeah,
etc.
that stuff.
You just
I
want to know.
think-
You
I
just want to know
think-
the end.
Well, I think what he was saying with that stuff is kind of like a suggestion for moving forward,
Oh,
like
yeah.
knowing, which I thought we were doing
Which
pretty
we're
well with
essentially
that,
doing
you know?
every
Like,
episode.
I
as
think we
Especially
need to
last
just dig.
listeners
No,
have,
I agree with him. I think we need to dig a little deeper. Schultz.
yeah, that's
not
true.
Much, can't get much deeper.
He wants to
than
know
we
about the
are.
romantic escapades. We've been talking more about you just alone, So
Tell us about Meg.
well, you do.
Sally Field.
Well, you have a couple of dates coming up this weekend, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
at least one.
You got
right?
a date tonight.
Just have a date
Oh, yeah,
tonight.
tonight.
You got a date
Okay.
tonight with who? Laura.
And her name is Lauren.
Well, next week we'll have to make sure to talk about that.
We'll have a
What are you
follow-up.
and Laura doing?
We're just getting food.
You want
Where?
to Louie?
Yeah, we're going to Lulu.
Where are you and Laura going?
We're going to Lulu, Ryan.
Where are you going?
What are you gonna get?
Just said.
What
What's
kind of food?
Lulu?
Yeah, what kind of food do they have
What
there?
the fuck is Lulu?
Just a new bar restaurant in Alston.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that?
What do they
Lulu?
got for food?
There's not really, I don't know if there's a unified theme to,
What do they got for food?
for like me.
I know you
Yeah.
checked the menu.
I did. Probably going to get either this like vegan, like ramen pho soup thing they have, or this Thai burger.
All right,
Got a
Cool.
couple good options.
you got to answer the what is going on with this question though. The end here.
He's referring to when I was dating a girl named Meg for a couple of years.
This is the girl that when you worked at Walmart.
Oh, this is Meg. This is the Meg. All right.
Explain Meg and how you know her.
I met her on the Boys Night Out message board,
What year?
2003?
Of course.
2003.
Of course.
We eventually
Moved to
met.
Pittsburgh with her.
Yeah, moved to Pittsburgh to be with her.
Live with her.
Live with her and her
Family.
parents.
Parents didn't like you.
This is when I first started doing punk news, and I kind of brought her on. She started like reviewing for the site, so she had a username that was Sally Field,
All right.
and so
What's the tale?
I don't know if there's really a tale. I don't think there was.
Why did this rock punk news?
I think it was just because like the reviews that are brought on his girlfriend to do reviews for the site.
Was it like a thing though? Like did people talk
I don't
shit
think
for a
people
little
actually
while?
talk shit about it.
I bet they did behind your back.
People were like borderline like lamb goat crazy back then on punk news, where they would say offensive
They're
things
real
sometimes
ignorant?
and stuff. A little, some of
So
them a little
was
bit.
any of it directed at you and
Meg.
Sally
Yeah, a little
Field?
bit.
Like
Yeah.
what?
What did they
You just
say?
said no.
She would give
and-
like a positive review to like the starting line or something, and they would go, "Oh, of course, a positive starting line review on Punk News because it's a girl."
wow, jeez.
Well, what did you do? Nothing? You didn't do anything?
You didn't stand
You
up.
didn't
I think I might have left a
you
comment.
didn't defend her?
I don't remember if I dropped a comment here or there. And
You don't
she-
leave a comment,
She
you
did,
find out where they live and you beat the shit out of
she
them.
did
Yeah.
pretty good on her own defending herself. Though.
You get
She
your
was- she was
guy.
funny.
You get your guy to put a bomb in their car. They turn the key and boom, it explodes.
She had some funny responses. She could handle her shit.
This sounds like there's more. Like
I don't
that's
think
it.
there was much more to it.
You do have the worst memory ever, so I'm sure you're leaving out some insanely
Because of the
juicy
fucking
detail.
dent.
Yeah, probably.
It all comes
This
back.
is so specific, though, and this is like what 10 years ago, and this person
This
is
is
bringing
clearly
this
a
up
person
now.
who I was friends with back then, and knew
Who
about
do you
the
don't
think?
know who
situation,
it is.
You couldn't.
and is just hamming it up the same way you guys ham everything up.
But like what?
Hamming what?
Rocked punk news? What could it have been?
It was nothing. It was just like a funny little act of nepotism. That's all. I don't think anyone really cared.
He
all
said,
that
and
much.
he said all this stuff. He wants to know all the juicy escapades and awkward encounters, and then he said, in a perfect world, he wants to know about the punk news thing, as if this is like some big thing that
I think
happened.
it's more he just wants me to tell the world about it.
What is that? That
There
you
was
had a
nothing.
girlfriend?
There was nothing like that crazy about it. I think
What if you had to think of the craziest possible thing he might be referring to?
there's nothing.
The email?
What's
What
the
email?
email? Oh, from
When
her
her
mom.
mom emailed
I never told anybody about that except you two. So
Oh. Now the world knows.
now they know.
Did they know? We didn't say anything.
Explain.
Her mom thought I was nothing special.
So, what did she do?
She told Meg that in an email.
While you lived there.
He seems nice, but I don't know what you see in him.
Is that stuck
Or
with
no,
you?
oh, you know what it was now?
Oh my
Why?
god.
It wasn't even an email to her. I think it was like these just diary entries that she wrote, and Meg found them. That's what it
Diary
was.
Her
entries?
mom's
Her
diary
mom,
She kept like a journal or diary.
her mom
yeah.
had a diary about you?
Well, her thoughts, and Meg found them like in her room in a box or something, and like
Nice.
pulled them out and showed me.
It's pretty good. Did that make you feel good?
What do you think?
I
Did
don't
it
know.
make you feel comfortable living there?
I already felt like a little weird about the whole situation, but it was the only way we could be together, so I was kind of just rolling with it.
True.
So that didn't really help my feelings on it.
So there's nothing you want to add to this?
Honestly,
This person
man,
seems to know you very well.
it's a funny little exaggeration.
How long ago did you and Meg break up?
Exaggeration of what?
It
though?
didn't rock punk news. No one was like shocked or saying much about it, if anything at all.
All right.
What are you asking me, Ryan?
How long ago did you and Meg break up?
February 2007, Valentine's Day.
On the day?
Wow, that's
Who broke
dark.
up with who?
She broke up with me.
What was her reasoning?
Just wasn't working out.
Was it
On,
not?
on
The
Valentine's
distance.
Day?
Yes.
What was
you-
the distance? I thought you
It might have
lived
been
with
like the
Did you
midnight.
show up with gifts?
It might have been midnight after it ended. No, it was over the phone. I was living back in New York. She was still
You
in
didn't go
Pittsburgh.
visit her on Valentine's Day?
No,
Did you cry?
probably yeah.
Did you cry?
Probably yes. Almost certainly.
Yes.
Were you sad?
Yeah, of course I was sad.
Did you expect it? Could you feel the end coming?
I
or-
could probably feel the end coming.
Why? Did you do
that was
something?
because we'd broken up like 3 times previously
True.
for a short amount of times.
And you cried.
Probably yeah.
How did you get her back?
It was
every
my
time?
first like real romantic relationship that went long term.
Yeah. Egg.
It's tough to take when you're in your early 20s.
True.
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 So that's it. Nothing crazy.
There was definitely nothing crazy. I think the craziest part is just me moving to Pittsburgh to be with a girl I met on the internet
And work at Walmart.
and work at Walmart to
You did love
To
Walmart.
support her.
to pay the rent. I didn't have to support her. She was living with
How
her
much was
parents
rent?
Like $125.
That's pretty low. That's not bad. You
Yeah,
should
no.
get back in that situation.
I don't think I could ever get back to that situation.
Would you move back in with them if that's what the rent was still?
No.
Why not?
I don't think Meg wants that. Meg doesn't live with her parents anymore.
Yeah, I know. You live with them, though.
Yeah, you just live with their parents for 125.
And not date.
Yeah,
What's the point of that? They didn't even like me. Why
that's
would they?
cheap.
They were just doing it for their daughter to make her happy.
That's pretty nice of them.
But they didn't want you there. You weren't really welcome there.
No, not really.
They were very
You ever
excited
do
when
anything
you
weird in
left.
their
Probably.
house?
What?
You ever bring a blow up doll into their house?
Fuck no.
You ever bring
Never?
it?
I had a girlfriend. Why would I need that?
Did
I
you
don't know.
Did you ever jerk off in their house?
Of course he did. Come on. Don't
You
think
couldn't have
about
gone
it.
years without jerking off.
I probably didn't have to. I had a girlfriend.
Oh my god!
No,
Don't
you
give
weren't.
me
No,
that
you know.
bullshit.
After
You
a
got-
while, you weren't doing
I
it. all the
probably
time.
did. It was where I lived, so
Yeah.
Where did you do it? You didn't
Probably in
have
my
the same
bed.
bedroom with her, right?
no.
So you
I'm,
lived with her and had your own room?
Yes.
That was very weird.
Did you bring the
The
porno?
whole setup was scenario.
Did
was
you bring the
weird.
porno mag to this house and hide it somewhere?
Did I? I may have.
I feel like you must have.
Might have.
You may have.
Wow, this is a long podcast, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
good stuff. Well, I think that's it. So let's get some business stuff out of the way real quick. Mystery boxes have started shipping and are continuing to ship. Yeah, a lot of people seem pretty stoked on theirs. I think some cool stuff. And then Thank You EP is out now, but we're waiting on the most exclusive variant, right?
Yep,
Still
that'll
waiting
be.
for those to come in.
That should hopefully be in this week.
Yeah,
A little bit of a delay on those.
but I think
Is that what you just said, Schultz?
yeah.
I was yawning. It's been a
okay.
long podcast.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So I think the rest of those have shipped though. So yeah, cool.
That's it for business.
Yep.
Yep. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
Happy
everyone.
holidays, everybody.
Hope you had a great year.
We'll chat with you next week.
See ya.
Peace.